Okay, I'm live. I have no idea how to get the chat thing working. Okay. Alright. Nobody's here, so let me start. Somebody show up. I can talk. If not, just doing this by myself. Alright. Trying to learn Rust. I spent sometimes a couple of years ago, but never really spent time with it, so pretty much don't remember anything at this point. Let's install it. Okay. Stable Rust. Rust is installed. To get started, you need cargo's bin directory in your path. I have this on my fish file, but it's commented out. Cargo set Rust base path print is Rust. Well, I'm not gonna add this because I don't know why I added this in the past. I can double source this guy. Then I should have Rust. See, it's right here. /v146. Okay. All right. Just installed it. Is Rust up to date? Rust update. So that's how I keep my Rust up to date. Okay. Cargo is a Rust build 2 in package manager. Install Rust. You see. Yeah, remember there's this package manager that's really neat. Other tools. Rust support is available in many editors. VS Code, Eclipse, Vim, Emacs, Genie. Okay. Let's see how is the Vim support. Syntax enable. This is a Vim plugin that provides Rust file detection, syntax highlighting, formatting, syntax integration, and more. Requires Vim 8 and higher, full functional highlight. Some things may not work on early versions. That sucks. Let me see. Rust ending. Rust lang, Rust Vim. Get you neophyte. No sense new Vim client in Rust. Simple graphical user interface for new Vim where possible. Motherfucker. Is this Rust? So very interesting suggestion for Kyle when it comes to Rust. Print the liner shape. Okay, the guy's just talking about it. You know what? I'm too lazy for this right now. I'm gonna use this shit here. And even if I have installed code, yes, I have installed. And I don't want it to open this project. Don't know how to use this either. Okay, let's see how I use this thing. Launch VS Code. Control P. The copy thing actually copied. Present interest install Rustlings. Okay, it installed. File. Well, let me open workspace. Let me create a workspace. CD. Okay, do you learn? Rust. Open workspace. Because I just made it there. On Lucas learn. Learn right here. Rust. Okay. Code workspace. Okay, should be okay. So open folder. Lucas learn Rust. Cool. So I have the editor. Theoretically, I have a new file. I can just save it as like rs. Some Rust components don't style source Rust extension. Yeah. Rust analysis or source RLS. Cannot find a cargo. Rust component successfully installed. Any parent directory. Well, I guess we're gonna learn this soon. Okay, let's use this editor here for now. I guess I need to go back here, create a new project. Okay, so it's cargo new. Cargo new. Hello. How do I close a directory? You don't. Okay. Open folder. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna do this since my thing is not. This is my terminal. What the hell is going on with this mouse? Huh. Okay. This is my terminal. This is my editor. Okay. I have a thing, it makes a cargo tone. Hello, gives my name. Edition. Okay. I have a source, I have a main, prints hello. Okay. Can I run this in this editor? No, probably not. I think it's cargo run. Oh, hello. Cargo run. Hello world. Cool. First code. Cargo tone, source main, cargo new. You should see this in your terminal. Nice. Our dependencies. Yeah. This is my worst application. Application for dependency. I don't really want to write this. Learn more. Welcome. Who's this scribe? Okay, so we can learn by reading the book. I read parts of the book. Creatable learning style and Rust by examples that you covered. Growing Rust. Start the library edition guide to Rust editions. Major skills. Command line book. WebAssembly book. Embed book. A lot of stuff. I want to do this thing. This teaches stuff about the syntax. macOS, Windows. Greetings. And learners be theoretical be using along Rustlings. Okay, so I'm gonna use the book. And Rust specific new exercise. It's almost like a Rustlings, but online. Okay, let me do the Rustlings. You will need to Rust install. Okay. Once I have the thing installed, I need to manually. Windows browser. Open Git pod. Okay, just run this. Different directory. Okay. Forget about reload. Let's do Rustlings. A lot of stuff. Here's the book. Edition. I think last time I read was this edition. This version tested some using 141. It was 146, right? I think it is. Okay. Permission to build. Rust C-V 146. So it should be pretty close to the API. Alright, Rustlings. How do I start this? First update, doing exercise. The exercises are sorted by topics, so you gotta do a Rustling watch. What is the command? Rustlings watch. Then semi above run Rustlings to get started. So do I have a Rustlings? Oh, okay. Watch. Cargo being Rustlings must be run. Okay. From Rustling directory, the Rustlings. Rustlings watch. Okay. Cool. So if I know what I'm doing here, this is like a bunch of tests that are broken, and I need to code the tests to make them pass, and doing that I learn the basics of the language. So let's try it out. Okay. Let me do this again. And then I can put something here. Cool. So open folder. I open the Rustlings. Exercise variables, variable 1. Exercise. Okay, this is like Control B. Variable 1. Okay. Oh, okay. This doesn't have the vim thing. It's just I don't know how to use this editor. Maybe I should have spent the time fixing the other one, but another time. Vim. Vim emulation for Visual Studio, 1.8 million downloads. Well, that's probably the one I want. Okay, we have Vim now. So, make me compile. Execute this command. Okay, there's a hint. I think it's just a let, if I recall. Yes, it is. You can keep working to the side. I jumped by type. Remove the I am done comment. Okay. Probably delete the whole line, right? There is not valid. Cool. No, it's not. How that works. Or jump next to by removing the I am done comment. Feel ready for the next exercise. Remove the I am done comment below. I did remove it. Command line error. Okay. Save the file. Okay. So the first one now is a variable 2. Variables 2. So now I'm having a variable and I check if it has a value, but probably it's going to have an error because it's not assigned. Yeah, consider giving X a type. Is the type I remember the type as being like I and the number of. Oh, look at that, the editor is nice. Let's give I32 the full integer for this. Cool. So use of possibly undefined variable. Abort previous errors. For more information, try errors to explain. Okay, so I probably need to give it a value. Yay. So now I'm done. And first assignment to X. Help. Make this binding mutable by X. Okay. So we have X here that is assigned to 10. Oh, I need to go to the new file. How do I close these things? Can I do Control W? No. I'm learning the editor at the same time. Okay, so I have a variable called X, but I'm changing it. So to change things on Rust, you gotta say those things are mutable. Otherwise, it's like in Java, everything is final by default, which is kind of good. Okay, that makes sense. And right, compile exercise variable 4 failed. Press start again. Possibly uninitialized. So let's go to variables 4. Variables 4. So I have a variable and try to do it. Need to give it a value again. Otherwise I can't really print it or use the variable. Okay. That was interesting. There's this macro that can print things. Variable 5. This is just too easy. I don't think I'm gonna learn anything from this. I'll see. Okay, so let number equals 3. Don't change this line. Print number. Okay, I think what's going on here is that I'm changing the type, and I can't really. What happens if I put another let? Does this override it? Yep. Huh. Can't even change the type. Okay. Let's run this command here. cd learn rustlings. Rustlings. Hint. Variables 5. should probably do this here, so it shows on the thing. Rustlings in variable 5. Okay, so in variable 3 you already learned how to make an immutable variable mutable. Using special keyword, unfortunately, this doesn't help us much in this exercise, because you want to assign a different type value to an existing variable. Sometimes we also like to reuse existing variable names because you are just converting values from different types, like in this exercise. Shadowing. You can read more about shadowing in the book section about variables immutability. Okay, it's cool, it links you to the book, so chapter 3, page 1. I think it's just what I did, but let's make sure. Variables immutability, same example. Complaining. Can run a program now. Okay, it makes immutable, but if you want to change the type, it's right here. There's a space with a string. Now it's trying to change the range. Now they've exported renewals. They can take care of. It's probably on data types then. Expected type, integers. It's funny, it doesn't have an example here doing the thing that I did, but the thing that I did worked. Shadowing. Yeah, it's showing that it's gonna work. Okay, yeah, it's right here. Okay, cool. So looking for the right thing. So let's remove the comment. I'm not done. Okay, variable 6. Variable 6. Make me compile. Const number equals 3. Provide a type for item number I32. Error. Missing type for const item. Doesn't have type inference. I'm confused. Let me see what he has to say about it. We know about variables immutability, but there's another important type of variable, constants. Constants are always immutable, and they're declared with the keyword const rather than the keyword let. Constant types must always be annotated. It's probably because this can be an i8, only 8 bits, but I need to annotate it 32 bits so it works with everything else. But I wonder if there is like auto boxing for big integers into small integers, or actually small integers into big integers, not sure. Okay, all right, can read more about this later. I'm done. Cool, so now we can go to if. If what? If 1. Complete this function to return the bigger number. Do not use another function called additional variables. Execute Rustlings if for hints. Don't mind this right now. Okay. So I have no idea how is the if syntax, but if I recall is if you don't need to put parens, a bigger than b. Return a, and then I need to do a semicolon. No, I don't do a semicolon. That's gonna return something. I think that's it. Else b, and that's probably wrong, but we'll see. Oh, it worked. Yeah, I remember that was doing the parentheses, and there's like this super weird thing that if I put a semicolon here, it breaks. So like if you don't put a semicolon, it's like returning the thing, but if you put a semicolon, it's like no, don't return this thing. And I don't really like that. I can see myself having a ton of bugs that I don't see it, but I think the compiler is going to be good enough to let me know I'm being stupid and forgetting the same calls. But let's look at the hint anyway, just in case, because never know. There's something to learn. It's possible to do this in one line if you'd like. Okay, so I can do A if A equals B, else B. Kind of what I did, but I did the brackets. The if condition does not need to be surrounded by parentheses. If else conditions are expressions. Each condition is followed by a block. Okay, so you can do a one-liner without the brackets. There's no ternary. That's good enough. Or you can do with the brackets like I did. Cool. So I'm done. Alright. If 2, please try again. Here's the output. Expected string from integer. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm on the wrong file. If 2, make me compile, get bar full bus to the full bar to bus test pass, execute command. Okay, so I have a if is returning yes. One expected string. So this thing was supposed to return string. And how is this supposed to work? If fish equals fish returns full. Well, there's a test here. When I pass fizz, it returns full. When I pass fuzz, it returns bar. When I pass anything else, return pass. Okay. So there is an else if fizz biz equals fuzz. Then it already has a bracket. This is weird. Bar bus, is that it? I think that's what the test is asking for. Let's see there. It's a crazy long error. If you fail, please try again. Here's the output. Exercise. Close delimiter. Oh. Editor's not being my friend here. Yay. I was right, but VS Code didn't help. Cool. So just an else if. Okay. Let's see if there's any cool thing to learn about it. For the first compiler is imported in Rust that each conditional block returns the same type. To get the test passing, you need a couple conditions checking different important value. Yeah, so the problem was that this is returning like an integer, but it says here that this thing is returning a string slice or whatever this is called in the language. Cool. So if 2 is done. Functions. I like functions. Okay, I probably need to implement this function. Fn call me and save. Yay! Okay, made my first function. Maybe that's the next one. Yeah. Functions 2. Make me compile. So there's a function called me that receives a paren. So for blah 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 println ring. Okay, so what's going on here? Fn expected one off column at or pipe. Note, anonymous parens are removed in the 2018 edition CRFC. Okay, so the problem is that this paren needs a type. If I do like I8 here, a may fix. Yeah, range call number 1, number 2. Yeah, so whenever passing paren, you need to set the type. Let's see what it says on the functions 1. I didn't see that one. This main function is called function, blah, blah, blah. Function calls exist, expect a function name call me. Okay. Rust requires that all parts of a function signature have a type annotation, but call me is missing annotation. Cool. So exactly what I did. I like relative numbers. I need to enable this on my Vim here. Where's the thing? Here. Extension settings. Vim argument object. How was the? Where did I see that JSON? Okay, here. Oh, shit. Vim auto switch input method. No. Camel case motion. Codes white space. Keep binding. Visual block. Visual line. Cursor style for visual line mode. Silent diagrams, zip extension, easy motion. I don't even know what that plugin is. Can I do Command F here? No. Color. Enable Nile Vim. Fold fix. Use a hack to move around folds properly. Handle keys. Whatever. It's a fix. Fix it. Highlight text history. Just search. Ignore case. Oh my god. This thing is huge since the last time I used it. What key should be leader? Space. Space should always be leader. Ring mouse, normal, mode keep binding. And scroll, highlight search. Call to highlight search. Oh man, I don't know. Red, green, blue. Red. Maybe that works. Search highlights, show some this, mark case, Vim sneak. Sneak replaces. Start insert mode, never. Then Vim's front is good. Roll drop 80 lines. I like 100 lines. Time achieving enable. Wow, I want was relative line, but I'm gonna have to Google it. VS Code, Vim, extension, relative line numbers. VS Code, relative line numbers. Oh, it's on the actual. Okay. Style extent. I need an extension for relative line numbers? I don't think so. Is that really needed? There's an issue. Let's see. It's called Vim, but I missed this from Vim, so implement a gutter image. VS Code relative line numbers. I can't believe I'm gonna have to start an extension for that, but okay. Well, I'm not gonna be using this for long. Relative line numbers. stuff. Yes, goes relative line numbers. Yeah, you know what? And I'm selling this. I can figure it out later. Pretty sure there's a way to do this. Settings. Line. Number. Relative. Yeah, whatever. I can leave dot to line numbers for now. Let's see if my color work. Well, red is actually really bad, but whatever. I can fix that later. Okay, so now functions tree. Make me compile. Calling this thing expects a paren, but I'm not passing it, so I can just like pass a paren and it should work. Yay. Okay, that was kind of easy. I think that's this thing. It makes you feel, oh no, Rust is so easy. I'm doing all these examples and then hits in the gut after that. Functions for, please try again, blah blah blah. Okay. What it says, expected type found this. So on line 14. Okay, it's probably expecting a return type, but we're not saying anything, so we can say I32 here, since that's the type I'm affecting. And that works. Okay. Let's see the thing. What does that say? This is where the function return should be. Take a look at this event. So they had this guy here as an example of how to set the return type. So what will happen if I say that the return type is I16? Does he gonna freak out? Because the type can be too small. Look at that. Nice error messages. Expect I16 because of return type. Oh, so you can have to do the casting because makes sense. What happens if I do I64, which is a bigger number? Does it do boxing for me? No, it doesn't. Help. You can convert I16 to price. You help. You can convert an I35 to I64. Dot into. Dot into. I wanna try that. Just call into. I don't need to pass a paren. That is weird. How that works? How does that is? How can I? It doesn't have a definition for the thing. Those language supports that you can go into the API. It's annoying. I have no idea how this works, but that is interesting. Let's say I'm done here. All right, functions 5. I want to read all the compiler messages from now on because I want to learn what the compiler says when the things are wrong. So this compiler gives like really good error messages, like it gives even arrows where the things are happening. So nice. Square. 35 expert 35, but found unit. Implicitly returns unities that its body has no tail or return. Line 11. Square. See, that's the thing I remember. The semicolon. Semicolon has like a lot of behavior assigned to it. I really don't like it. Yeah, I really don't like it. It's weird. Cool. Answer is 9. And this is all about the same column. So, function 5. This is really common error that can be fixed by removing one character. It happens because Rust distinguishes between expression and statements. Expressions return a value based on its operand, and statements simply return a unit type which behaves just like a void in C. We want to return a value of i32 type of the square function, but it's return unit type. They're not the same. There are the two solutions. Add return ahead. So you can do return. Okay, I didn't know that. Remove. Okay, but I'm assuming this is the idiomatic way, otherwise why that would be a thing, so gotta get used to do this. Even though I think it's confusing. There's probably other scenarios where you want to use an expression that you can assign to stuff, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably gonna find in the future. Cool. So now I can go with my first quiz. This is a quiz for the following sections: variables and functions. I don't know why I'm wearing those headphones. Mary is buying apples. One apple usually costs 2 Rustbucks, but if you buy more than 40 at once, each apple only costs $1. Whoa. Write a function that calculates the price of an order of apples given the order amount. No hints this time. Oh, no hints for me. Okay, so there is a test. It verifies the price. I pass the number and it calculates the thing. So the cost is 2 Rustbucks, but if you buy more than 40 at once, each apple only costs 1. So it's pretty much a function with if. And I'm gonna do fn. The name of the function is calculate apple price. It receives a number, so let's call number of apples, and that's like i32 apple. Let's do i16 just because it's apples. And then I'm gonna do if number of apples smaller or equal, what thing goes something 40, more than 40, let's see, bigger than 40. Then I'm gonna return the number of apples because the cost is gonna be 1. Else I return the number of apples times 2. And this can be a one-liner, right? That's what they say. No. No implementation. Price to, well, I think I implemented. Oh, I need to return an i16. There you go. Cool. My first actual error. Compile quiz 1 fail. Expected a bracket, found number of apples. Isn't that how you do the parameters? Fn number function over parentheses, number of parent. Yeah, it doesn't complain here. Did I open some bracket and forgot to close it? Not really. Try placing this code inside a block. Number of apples. What about the one-liner thing? Why didn't it work? Now I want to know how to make the one-liner work. Is it because of the operation here? No. Found expected bracket, found number of apples. Let me see the hint of the if again. Oh, look at that. It's not, no, this is in Python. It's possible to do this a single line if you like. Some similar examples from other languages. A, if A equals B, else B. A equals B. And what's that? If condition does not need to be surrounded by parentheses, if else condition or expressions. Oh, so even though it's a single line, I need to put the brackets. Otherwise it's not a block. So see, I got something wrong from the if lesson. Okay, that sucks. But whatever. Doesn't they have like a Rust formatter or something like that that's not in the plugin? I wish I could fmd Rust format. To leave Rust as a service to RLS. Yeah, whatever. I need to spend some time on editors later because this is not really good. Okay, so quiz, it's done. I'm done. Let's go to the next one. Compiling the exercise primitive types. Okay, primitive types 1. So, expected identifier found keyword on line 16. Line 16. Yeah, there's a let here without something, so things are weird. Okay, f main booleans bool. Fill into the rest of this line of this code missing. And no hints, there's no tricks, just get used to typing this. Okay. Is evening equals false. Okay. And that's it. Okay. For the rest of the line, no hints, there are no trick, just get used to typing this. Okay, characters char. Oh, I forgot to do the I'm done on this guy. Line 22. Finish this line like the example. Your character is alphabeted. I need let your character equals A. Boarding due to previous errors. Line 22. Oh, there's another let here. Okay. Yay, alphabetical, alphabetical. Okay. So it was a boolean, now it's a char. So there's a char in strings, okay? Primitive types 3. Primitive types 3. Create an array with at least 100 elements in it where the is. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look at the hint. I don't want to type 100 elements. Primitive types 3. There's a shorthand to initialize arrays with a certain size that does not require you to type 100 times. So you can if you want. I don't want. For example, you can do let array are we there yet then bonus, or some other things you could have that would return true. Maybe a string has a len. So I can make an array like hey, then give a size of 100, and of course a semicolon. In this like, oh, that's a big array, but it has like 100 heads. Can I add nothing? Can I add anything? I probably stop my array automatically. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna stop for today. It's already kind of late, and that's going too easy, and I'm not really learning a lot, but I'll keep doing it until I get some blockers. Alright, see ya. Even though there's nobody here.